So how the author, I'm getting more of the feeling. I'm thinking specifically though about the shift. Why is the shift specifically something we're going to look for? Because the whole poem could be about feelings. So what the heck does the shift matter?
Change.
A change. A change meaning?
Something different.
Something different, meaning, is there one meaning to the poem?
No, different.
Okay, what else about the tone poem might change?
Perspective.
Very.
Theme, maybe.
Theme? What else? What else did you guys talk about at your table?
Tone.
Tone.
Setting.
Setting.
Meaning.
Meaning. Okay. So in other words, a shift helps you identify a more complex meaning to the poem, right? A more complex theme. So that we're not just thinking this poem is about one thing and one thing only. If we identify that shift and we can find a difference between the first and the second part, then we're going to find a more complex theme, a more complex tone, a more complex meaning to the poem, which is going to mean we understand it on a deeper level, which is better, right? Okay. So let us apply this to your poem. You should be on, actually we're not going to start with the Shakespeare, we're going to start with the Malay poem, Sonnet 43. I will read it once so you can hear my prosody, and I'm actually going to need 6 volunteers to read it the other times, okay? So keep your hand up. I've got EJ as 1, Deary as 2, Johnny as 3, Selena as 4, Christy as 5, and George Sanchez as 6. I'm sorry if I did not call you. Okay? So the number you read will go with these lines. 5 and 6 you'll read larger sections. Okay? So one time first from me. Try to, first couple of times through, get some meaning out of it. What lips my lips have kissed, and where and why, I have forgotten, and what arms have lain under my head till morning. But the rain is full of ghosts tonight, that tap and sigh upon the glass and listen for reply. And in my heart there stirs a quiet pain for unremembered lads that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry. Thus in winter stands the lonely tree, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one, yet knows its boughs more silent than before. I cannot say what loves have come and gone, I only know that summer sang in me a little while, that in me sings no more. Okay? So just to be clear, you're reading number 1, the first 4 lines, 2, the second 4, and then 3, the next 3, 4, the last 3.
Good.
Let's go ahead and read those right away.
Oh, I read it?
Read the first one.
Okay. What lips? Yeah. Okay. What lips my lips kissed, and where and why? I have forgotten what arms have lain under my head till morning, but the rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap and sigh.
Upon the glass to listen for reply, and in my heart there stirs a quiet pain, for unremembered lads that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry.
Close in winter stands the lonely tree, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one, yet knows its boughs more silent than before.
I cannot say what love has come and gone. I only know that summer sang in me. A little while that in me sings no more.
Thank you, guys. How was this? How did I break up the lines? Very good. So in other words,
You broke them up by sentences.
by sentences?
Yes. By sections.
By sections of what?
And-
You applied to A, B, B, A.
Yes.
So that's
A-B-B.
by a rhyming pattern, by a rhyme scheme of some sort. It's breaking it somehow by rhyme, right? So Enrique started us off noticing, let's quickly annotate this. A, B, B, A. Y, lane, rain, sigh. Okay? So reply is what?
C.
Hold on.
A.
Y, sigh, reply.
A.
A. Reply.
Pain,
O.
B.
B. Again?
B.
I'm gonna put a little slant line. That means it's a slant rhyme, meaning it's not perfect, but it's close
A.
enough. Pain again. Cry. A. Tree.
B. B. C.
B. Pain. Tree.
B. Oh,
C.
C.
Okay.
I know.
1.
D.
B. Before.
E.
C. C.
Before.
D.
D.
Tree before.
E.
Okay, good. Gone.
F.
D.
I'm gonna put a slant one for this, so it's a slant 1 and gone. It's close.
C.
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 Good. C. And more.
E.
Okay. So this is technically a Petrarchan sonnet, and she slightly changes the rhyming pattern at the end. It should be C, D, E, C, D, E, but she's switched to, which we can talk about when we analyze it a little more closely. Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason she's switched the order? Okay. So let's read it one more time. So we read it by rhyme. Let's read it one more time. 5 and 6. First 8 lines, last 6 lines.
What lips my lips have kissed, and where and why I have begun, and what arms have linked. Under my head till morning, but the rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap inside. Upon the glass and listen for reply, and in my heart there stirs a quiet pain. For unremembered lads that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry.
Does in winter stands the lonely tree, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one, yet knows his vows more silent than before. I cannot say what loves have come and gone. I only know what summer sang in me, a little while that in me sings no more.
Thank you. How did I break it up this time? How is the reading broken up this time? Maria? Maria says the shift. You guys agree?
Yeah.
What else? What other ways? Think about the list we make here. What other ways could we identify the shift? What else here shows that there is a shift? Enrique? There's a shift in tone.
Period.
There's a period. So a shift in syntax. Selena? Yeah, the rhyme scheme changes very clearly. It was one thing, and now it switches to another thing. Is there anything else? Anything else from this list that you can see? I think I heard one more. What'd you say, Christy? The weather? What are you looking at specifically?
Steady.
The winter? What goes with the winter?
The birds have vanished.
Okay, the birds. So I would think, Enrique, what did you say? Instead of weather, how did you identify that?
Setting.
Yeah, setting. The setting changes all of a sudden, right? Okay, and I think we might find some other ones when we're analyzing it a little more closely. But in other words, there are a lot of ways to identify this shift. Yes? So let's now talk about the shift is useless if we don't know the actual meaning of the poem, right? It's one thing to just identify the shift. We need to be able to analyze and understand the poem because you need to be able to say, I think there was a shift from this to this. So let's start and do a little clause at a time. Starting with this one, I want you to identify right now in these first 2.5 lines, what is the actual subject of this sentence? So everyone should be looking at their paper, looking for what the actual subject is. Because right now, the order's kind of funky. If we were to try to write it in regular, how we speak English, what would be the subject? And circle it. Circle that subject. Alright, so have you identified the actual subject? What is it, Jasmine? You don't know? Try harder. In this, who or what is doing the action? I think you do know, Jasmine. I. What have I done? Chewy. Forgotten. What have I forgotten? everything. No.
What arms have laid under my head?
What arms have laid under my head? What else have I forgotten? Enrique.
Your past loves.
I've forgotten my past loves.
Got
Okay, so
it.
we're paraphrasing. I've forgotten my past loves. Okay. Were these? Why would someone forget their past loves?
Short-term memory.
There were so many. There's someone else now. Johnny,
Is it true?
what did you say?
Short-term memory.
Short-term memory? I don't think so. Fickle. Someone who's fickle.
A womanizer?
Fall in love easily.
A womanizer. Well, this is written by a woman, but we don't know who the speaker is. Someone who's been with a lot of people. A player, if you will. Okay. Okay, keep going. Next section. But the rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap and sigh upon the glass and listen for a reply. The rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap and sigh upon the glass and listen for a reply. So what's the setting here? What's the setting, Selena? Nighttime? Okay. Where am I? Maria, where is this speaker? There's not a specific place, just imagine. He or she has to be by
Window.
Maria. What? In a house? Why? Okay, she's talking about the sounds on the glass. The sounds of what? Where is the sound actually coming from? The rain. Okay. Here's my question. Who or what are the ghosts? Who or what are the ghosts? Okay, the actual past lovers. So I've forgotten my past loves, but indicating a shift. So we got a little mini shift here. I've forgotten my past loves, but what's happening? What does this mean?
Coming back.
They're coming back. She's remembering them, right? Something is, the rain apparently, is making her remember them. But, I'm remembering them, or the rain is reminding me of them. So I remember them. And listen for a reply. Do they ever get a reply?
No.
No. Interesting. And in my heart there stirs a quiet pain for unremembered lads that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry. Okay? How is the speaker, don't say it, just think it, how is the speaker feeling? Based on these last 3 lines, how is the speaker feeling? Don't say it, just think it. And in my heart there stirs a quiet pain for unremembered lads that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry. How is the speaker feeling, Joe? Is she missing them? What makes you say that? What specifically?
Well, I remember last that not again will turn to me at midnight.
What makes you think that means she misses them?
She remembers how they would try to come back to them.
Okay, so she's remembering something specific about how they were. Okay, what else, Selena?
There's a quiet pain in my heart.
In my heart there stirs a quiet pain. How would you say that? What's a quiet pain? Joshua?
It's like, for a quiet pain, I think like maybe she's alone. Like every man that was with her, it's kind of like left her, and then she just kind of forgets them. But that thought that she's alone still affects her.
Okay, Enrique?
I think that what she's actually describing is actually what she's feeling at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Probably remembering because everything something went bad with that relationship, and now you kind of feel something in your heart bad, and she's remembering all those past loves, so all those is just remembering all those moments. That's
Okay.
what her, it's just her heart hurts. So,
Yeah. Is this an intense pain?
No.
Quiet pain.
yeah.
Okay, how would we say that? But I remember them and it hurts.
Dull.
And what did you say, Jessica?
Dull.
Oh, okay. And I have a dull heartache. What is the tone of this first section? The first 8 lines, use your tone words. Yeah. What tone words from our tone words apply to the first 8 lines?
For what? No. Effusive?
Johnny G. There's not necessarily just one. Yes. That's correct. The one that stirs up emotion. I'm so glad that emotions help in some way. It's evocative, right? It's specifically bringing up memories. Anything else? Elegiac? Do you think elegiac is too extreme? Maudlin?
I was thinking
Too extreme. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking candid because she's saying how she feels.
Yeah. Do you think this is candid?
Yes.
Yeah, I think she's being candid, for sure. For sure. She's being very honest. Okay, let's do the last part. This is a very important word. Thus, we actually didn't mention this when we were talking about the shift, did we? Thus. Right now, come up with what is a translation for this word. Just if we're trying to make it into modern day English, how we talk right now, what could you replace it with? What 1 to 2 words could you replace it with?
That's like
Could be like. Which one? Yeah.
Johnny, can you handle this?
I don't think so much. It's okay.
Alright, I heard some discussion. What word do you think we
And I
can
get to
replace?
choose who. Okay.
Yet.
Yet, therefore, but, now,
As a result.
On the other hand,
as a result. No,
To
I
this-
think
to
any of
this
these are just right.
just we or I.
Therefore.
What does this tree have to do with anything? Where does the tree come in?
It's
Christmas.
Metaphor.
It's a metaphor
For her.
for her. So in other words, she's doing what with the tree? She's comparing. She's using the tree to compare to herself, right?
Yes.
So it's not a yet, because it fits with everything that comes before it. So it's not actually changing. It's showing further what she's already talked about, right? So it's not really a perfect word. You could say so, in the sense of just like that, but that's why I think just like is actually better, and that's really more what we would say. Just like in winter, right? This is just like. Just like in winter stands the lonely tree. Okay? Why is it in winter?
Because it's cold.
It's cold.
Only in winter.
Cold?
the heart is cold.
It's depressed. It's like a depressing thing.
Okay, it's more like it's a depressing thing.
When the leaves fall off the tree.
Alone.
Dead tree. Dead.
Is it a dead tree?
Is it not?
Adultery?
It's a tree without leaves.
It's a lonely tree. It's a tree without leaves. Good.
Nice.
Just like in winter stands the lonely tree, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one, yet knows its boughs more silent than before. So a bough is the branch. It's a branch. So, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one. How is that like her? How is that like her, Nancy? How is she like the tree? is similar to the tree. She's comparing herself to a tree. Who can point out one detail to Nancy? Don't give her the answer, but point out a detail that she could connect to compare to the speaker. Selena.
Oh, I was gonna say birds have vanished.
Birds have vanished. Okay. Nancy, how does that tie back to the speaker of the poem? How is that similar to something that has happened in the speaker's life? Who's they? So the birds are like? Yeah, the lovers that you just said. So you're suggesting they seem to have forgotten about her too. They're vanished, right? They're not here anymore.